Everybody, how's it going? Today we're just going to talk about Python. It's just going to be like a basic introduction. It's not going to be anything crazy. Just talking about the way that you can use it, the data sets that you can access when you are using it, and different ideas on how it can adapt into your digital humanities work. So Python, it's spelled this way for when you inevitably Google it to try and download it. Python is really useful as a programming language, so you can use it to interact with like computers' data sets that are set up already. You can use it for things like web scraping, which means that you would go into web pages and analyze everything on the page that you see regularly using the code that's involved there. So you would be interacting with metadata, which is really helpful for if you're trying to see, for example, what exists on a certain website. That can be really helpful, especially for archive work as well, right? So Python is really helpful for interacting with a lot of different kinds of data types and files. So things like CSV files, right? CSV files are really useful for things like Excel sheets. So if you have like an Excel sheet but it's super huge, it'll be in like a CSV file or a XML file is the usual acronym for it, or it can be in something like a JSON file. So these file types might not mean anything to you right now, but they will be meaningful for when you're trying to look at government data, or if you're looking for archival materials that have a list of the materials that they have in there. It can list all kinds of information within that data type and data set, right? So within that data set, it might be really difficult for you to independently try and navigate them, which is why a lot of people like to use data analysts themselves to interact with them. But if you learn Python, you can use a simple pieces of code to really be able to get more information about that data source and see if it'll be useful for the humanities work that you're doing. So that can be really helpful for specifically that reason, as well as the web scraping and digitized articles and like Medium. So now that a lot of things are being digitized, you can access them using just maybe a API, which is a thing that gives you access to their records. You can interact with APIs, CSVs, all kinds of data types, which are listed on the Python website, where you can download Python